Alright, back with more random battles to the top. And we have Quagsire and a Cacturn. The ultimate greed is to spike here on like a knockoff or something. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go Koraidon. Okay, we get knocked off. We take a lot of damage, but at least we can U-turn to gain momentum back again. But imagine if I got my hazards up. Typically, early game hazards are incredibly valuable. So I like to get them up at all costs, but not this time. We have Metagross though. We're going to be able to get Stealth Rock on Sylveon, which would be good. They go to Camerupt. Okay. This isn't even that bad. Now I can go to Quagsire, and they look relatively weak to Hazard Stack. So they Willow me. I don't really care. I can get a Spike up on that. They go to Leave Any. Okay. This is interesting because I'm very scared of it. I suppose I just can go Koraidon. If they triple axle, they triple axle, but I expect Sticky Webs. Yeah. I'm in a little bit of trouble. I can Flare Blitz. I can also U-turn probably. I'll Flare Blitz for... Oh, they're faster than me? Wait, how are they faster than me? 211. Oh! I gave them Chlorophyll with Koraidon. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Okay, well that's not good, but we'll go to Mightyena now. Let's crunch them. I completely forgot that I gave them Chlorophyll. Not a good start, but I think we have hazards, which are going to be hopefully valuable. They go to Sylveon. I have Metagross who can just take it easily. They double switch Camerupt. I'm actually fine with that because the Sylveon's getting weakened. I'm just going to go Quagsire here. They get Stealth Rock up. I can Toxic now. Into Cacturn, that's a good Toxic. I don't have a Leaf Storm switch in. Or a knockoffs. I have double AV. I don't need double AV. I'll go Archaludon. They're hazard stacking me, and my entire team is weak to Sticky Webs. So I'm gonna have to... Why do I have triple AV? 1, 2, 3. I have triple AV. So I'll have to find a way to Rapid Spin later. Hopefully. Okay. I'm gonna hope they don't have a Ghost type. That's what I'm playing for. I'm playing for the no Ghost type. They're gonna Earthquake here. Can I go Donphan? I can. I can go Donphan. Yep. Or I could go to Quagsire. You know, I'll go Quagsire. That does so much damage, but I'll have to sacrifice and go Donphan. I don't need two ground types. Alright. Rapid Spin, and then... I mean, this is not looking... Oh, now it's looking good. I was about to say it was not looking good. Now we're better. Okay, now we have Shard for Leave Any, which does 25. Okay. I go Archaludon. They knock off. That's fine. I have Flash Cannon now. Alright, we pulled it back. I mean, obviously the Willow Dodge helped, but the fact that I Rapid Spun was a big deal, more than anything. Yeah, Flash Cannon. I'm well positioned into Sylveon. And my Mightyena is still at full. Yep, okay, that's fine. I'll be able to Rapid Spin later. I hope. Okay, no, but I have Donphan. I'm gonna Dragon Tail. I don't need 2 Steel-type Pokemon. Yeah, I was scared of that. That's why I Dragon Tailed. Okay. So they're going to have to Draco Meteor. So I could go Metagross on that. Okay, well... That's not good, because I wanted them to drop their special attack. Go Donphan now. Okay, that worked perfectly. Yeah, this is all of a sudden really good. I'm going to Rapid Spin. Is that too greedy? No, I'm going to Earthquake. Yeah, getting rid of Miraidon is more valuable than... I could have maybe Rapid Spun because I would live the next Draco. They don't have their Terra. They're gonna Moonblast. I go Metagross because I can. Yeah, it's Hyper Voice, same thing. Alright. We have 4 Pokemon. We're gonna end Terra. So I'm gonna back that's enough for the final Pokemon. Whatever it could be. Even a setup sweeper, I'm hoping with 4 Pokemon and a Terra, I can handle it. But you never know what that final Pokemon could be. Like, what can Dreadnought maybe? Physical attackers can get intimidated, which is good. But just like random Shell Smashers could be a big problem. What are we thinking? Dreadnought, Poltergeist? No, I guess I have Mightyena for that. Actually, nah, I think this is fine. I can't think of a Pokemon that can beat the 4 we have and the Terra that we have. No, even like Blossom, who's like one of the most threatening Pokemon. I can Poison Fang, poison them. They only have 1 Pokemon left. They should go to it now. Yeah, this guy's timer stalling me. He's really mad. We'll get a new game while we wait for the timer to run out. And you know it's a timer stall because they only have 1 Pokemon left. They have to go to it. It's just a BM to run it out, so you have to wait for the win instead of just getting it immediately. All right, Wigglytuff into Meowstic. That's a pretty free Thunder Wave. I could knock off too. I think I'm gonna knock off as well because like a ground type is somewhat predictable. They have to switch as well. Well, they don't have to, but they're not beating a Wigglytuff 1v1, so they pretty much have to switch. Yep. They go to Registeel. Do I get that Chesto Berry leftover? That's still good value. I have Fire Blast, which is a 2-hit KO. So I do have options here. They can T-Wave me. I can go to Mammo, but the problem is what if they don't T-Wave me? What if they go for Iron Head into Mammo? That would be bad. So I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. Yeah, 45. Burn is really good. Yeah, they do Thunder Wave me. Not ideal, but it is what it is. No. I wanted to think about going Furret on Stealth Rock. But then they can just T-Wave me as I tidy up, so it's not worth it. Okay, they're going for Flinch. Okay, this is probably the best possible outcome here. Because of that, the lucky burn, they're not getting Stealth Rock up if they had it, and they only got a Para and 16 damage for losing an entire Pokemon. It's really, really good. And they don't know it, but that Registeel would have had a really good matchup into my Cresselia. So the fact that I don't have to deal with that is really good. They go to Wugtrio, which is interesting because I don't have a switch into the water type besides Kyogre, who will make Wugtrio even stronger. So I think what I have to do is remove Wugtrio's most valuable trait, which is its speed. I'll be able to Thunder Wave it. Now the problem, if I get full Parrot, I'm losing a Pokemon. I think I have to do it. I don't have a better play besides risking Para. I mean, if I go to Kyogre, what happens? If I go to Kyogre, Liquidation does 55. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, come on. Okay, that's really, really good. We are neutralizing their strongest Pokemon. Like, again, they don't know it that I don't have a water type switch in, but now I don't have to deal with it. At this point, low HP Wigglytuff is not valuable. We'll just get damage off. Or we'll get even luckier. That's really, really good. Can we get one more? No, that's fine. We got about as good value as you could get. I'm gonna go Kyogre and Thunder. Yeah, Thunder's good. Okay. And generally speaking, you like to when you can pick any Pokemon to defeat a weak one. Who do you pick? You pick one who is the most threatening, so that it forces them to reveal, what they have for you. So here they're revealing like an Ogerpon, which is actually pretty good into me. This is not great. I guess I have Grimmsnarl with Prankster T-Wave, but I don't have a Grass type switch in. Maybe I Terra Steel my Ogerpon long term. Okay, they are Ivy Cudgel. Thunder Wave, pretty obvious, but they didn't have a switch in for the original Thunder Wave either. So I'm hoping I can just get a free Thunder Wave off. Okay, yeah, that is really, really good. We'll go Mammo. Yeah, we'll go Mammo. Yeah, Icicle Crash. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Even though it's 4v4, I'm feeling 4v3 now. I'm feeling good about it. They go to Hitmonchan. Cresselia beats that 1v1. I'm not gonna Terra Poison yet. I don't want to commit too early. Now I'm gonna Terra Poison. Ooh, that's a very bad crit. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. That's a very bad crit. Because we actually faint to close combat now. Oh, but if they do that, I can Ice Shard them. So it's a bad crit, but it's not unmanageable. If they Terra Dark, I want to Moonblast. Okay. Yeah, because of defense drop, now I can Ice Shard. Okay. Momentarily, though, that was a really bad crit. But we got lucky early game with like the what do you call it? Fire Blast burns and the full paras. So I think a crit is much more impactful than that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. 3v2, but we had to commit the Terra. That's the main problem. They go to low kicks. Okay, let's be careful. I'm scared of late game Meowstic. I'm also scared of Swords Dance Leech Life. I think I have to keep Mammo alive. I'm gonna go Kyogre. First impression? That is not strong enough. Okay, this is good again. Low kicks is 198. It does outspeed Mammo. They went for first impression. Okay. First impression U-turn. That's a good hit. This is winning because they don't have Swords Dance. Yeah, we just go to Mammo. We just keep sharding now. Yeah, and Furret should clean up the end. Yep, Furret's going to clean up the end here. Alright. This was a pretty good win. I think we did a lot of good work with managing Pokemon we don't beat, in the sense that we don't beat Ogerpon or Wugtrio, but we manage them well enough for this to work out. Alright, into Furret. And we should be winning. No priority move, even with a crit, can knock out Furret from here. Alright, so we get that win. Let's get maybe a few more games. How long has it been? It's only been, yeah, like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. Skarm into Arcanine. Ooh, we got this guy again. We're going to get smashed by a Flare Blitz or a Head Smash. I don't have a switch in, really. I'm just going to greet a Spike here. So that was what I was expecting. I was expecting a no Flare Blitz, was kind of what I was expecting. I think I can Whirlwind, just like rack up recoil, and then find out new Pokemon and hopefully be able to roost on them. Yeah, Head Smash didn't do a lot. Rocky Helmet. Into Misdreavus, okay. This is a little bit tricky. It can Willow, you know, my Pokemon. And it can Calm Mind. This is actually very tricky. How do I beat a Pokemon like Misdreavus? I have to T-Wave it and then like Encore, for example. Yeah, I think to an extent, the Willow is unavoidable. I'm going to go Galvantula first and greet a Sticky Web. And then I'm going to Volt into Granbull, who can T-Wave. They're going to Calm Mind here. Or Switch, but Calm Mind is more likely. I could also... So I do have a fishing strategy where I just Thunder a bunch of times into Misdreavus until I get the full para. And I think I'm going to actually do that because Shadow Ball does too much to Granbull. Or I could, no, here's the thing. I don't need Skarmory. It's a good Pokemon, but I already have physically defensive, you know, Granbull. I have Iron Hands. I don't need Skarmory. I think actually a burnt... So who do I value more? A burnt Galvantula or a Skarmory? I'm planning on sacrificing here. On one hand, I don't really need 2 electric types either. I already have a fast special attacker too, and Galvantula is not great. I think I'm better off parafishing and keeping Skarmory alive and then going Granbull after. Okay, and we got it first try. So that's good. Yeah, so I was going to have, you know, it's 30% around. So it's like, I'm going to have around a 40% chance of getting that full para because I'm going to have 2 opportunities to do it. Okay, this is just really lucky, but not incredibly impactful, I guess. We're chipping it down, though, by a lot. Yeah, Thunderbolt again. Yeah. Now we go to Crawdont. And we're not even gonna... We could knock off. What if they Terra Fairy? There's no way they Terra Fairy because Crabhammer does KO too. I'm gonna knock off. I don't think you Terra Fairy. You Terra Fairy? That's kind of a wasted Terra. Oh, well. There's that. I don't think that was not a good Terra because even you heal, right? You're just gonna die to Iron Hands after you've wasted your Terra on a poison poke and you had Poliwrath the whole time. That was not a good Terra. And obviously, I can sit here with a full para talking about how it's not a good para, but it was not a good Terra there. T-Wave, kind of free. They go to Renewclus. I'm going to play rough. I don't want to risk Crawdont on a Focus Blast. Yeah, it's fine. I just do it again. Yeah, I'm fine with just doing it again. $40. Crit, I guess is like whatever. Go Lando. And we want to position power in front of him, which is why we're going Lando. I can go to hands now. Yep. What speed are they? They are now 231. Add Thunder Punch. Okay, they go Golden Go. Yeah, they're really weak to Lando. Get the crit. Yeah, we're AV. I'm not even scared of Golden Go. Let's be careful how we play it, but Thunder Punch is fine. They go to Poliwrath, but I do not care. Just gonna Volt. Into Lando. Earth Power. Yeah, 4v2, and we have Terra. And we definitely got really lucky this game. But I'm going to call it karma for them rage quitting on game 1. Because it's the same opponent from the timer stall here. So I'm going to call it karma. Alright, Crawdon into Volcanion is pretty good. I can fire off a pretty free banded knockoff. Unless they burn me. That's such a greedy play, just going for burn fish, essentially. It's very greedy. But we're going to get good damage because we didn't get punished by a 30%. Overquill. I can go X on that. If they liquidation, they liquidation. Yep, there we go. Okay, what can I do here? I want to Swords Dance on the Volcanion sacrifice. They go to Lando, not good. But I have Bronzong, which is the best Lando counter in the game. I also have Rabombi. I'm going to go Rabombi. I want Sticky Web. Okay, that's a good play from him. They can't do anything about Rabombi. Volcanion's gonna die. Overquill, I guess it could gunk shot, but then you're gunking into Excadrill. Oh, they go Registeel. I am okay with getting Sticky Web up if they want to Iron Defense. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Actually, am I fine with that? Let me Stun Spore. They have Iron Head. I'm gonna play a little risky here. Yep, okay. I'm gonna knock off to get rid of a Chesto Berry. Leftovers. Okay, that's good. So long term, we're just beating them. But if it's... That means the final move could be Thunder Wave, which would be annoying. So we are pretty comfortable into Registeel. We just have to figure out the right way to do it. So I'm thinking Incineroar's Overheat could be the right play. Yeah, I think that's the right play. I'm gonna get damage with Crawdon. This doesn't matter. I put him in range of Overheat already, so this doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick up an Overheat on them, and this should be fine. They go to Lando. A little bit greedy. I don't think there's much value in keeping Registeel alive. We go Bronzong here. And now it's my turn. Let's Iron Defense. Okay, maybe not. Not my turn yet. We'll Body Press on the switch like Overquill or something. That's good damage. We'll go Incineroar, pick up and Intimidate. They go to Lando, okay. We get the Intimidate off. I don't want to get hit by Earthquake. I don't care if they U-turn. I'm in such a... I'm in such an advantage here. I don't care if they predict me and go for U-turn. Stone Edge, that's fine too. We could... I suppose Iron Head is better. Yeah, Iron Head's better than Body Press. Should be picking up damage on Overquill or picking up on a Sacrifice here. Yeah, 26. We don't outspeed them. Go back to Incineroar. They Scale Shot. Scale Shot into Gunk would have done around 40. So we don't have to deal with that, thankfully. Okay, and we can U-turn on whatever they have next. And we still have our Terra. So we should be fine, like with Cresselia, Bronzong, Excadrill. Yeah, Incineroar has done a great job so far. Regidrago, okay. Interesting. So I can always knock, U-turn, and I have Steel types. I'm fine. I was always fine with just going for this play. Iron Valiant, alright. But yeah, Cresselia wins the game now. I'm just going to sack Rabombi, go Cresselia. Yep, Cresselia. Let's just check the speed tier real quick. We do outspeed. I don't want to get hit by an Encore or something like that. A Psyshock. And that is my morning alarm. I'm recording this before I go to work. Cresselia into Lando. They're just going to U-turn. It does around like 25-ish. I Psyshock. Yeah, 9. I don't want to get T-Wave parried, so I'm going to go Excadrill on that. Yep, and unfortunately... No, I suppose it's not that bad. I can Earthquake, I can Rapid Spin. I don't faint to Body Press, so I'm just going to Rapid Spin first. Or I'm going to full para them too. Yeah, definitely a lucky day overall, without a doubt. The good U-turn from them. Go to Iron Valiant. Knockoff does not do enough damage to me. I can just Iron Head and I have... Okay, that does enough damage to me though. But now, can I go Extra Drill yet? Yeah, 151. Yeah, now I go Incineroar. U-turn. This is actually getting a lot closer than I expected. Oh, this is actually annoying because it's a dark type. Oh, this is actually really annoying because it's a dark type. Yeah, got the T-Bolt on Valiant. There we go. Go Incineroar. Intimidate. They get that predict right. Ooh, this is getting a little bit scary, but I should be fine. Yeah, because now I go to Extra Drill, and I'm fine. Yep, there we go. They Dragon Dance. Do I need to Terra? No, I don't. So if I flinch, great. If I don't, it's also great. Earthquake does not KO me. They would have to crit Earthquake. Or... No, this is just fine. This is just fine, yeah. Because even then, Cresselia wins. Yep, okay. Alright, that was a good day. 4 wins. Definitely lucky. And I'll see you guys next time.